Now what? I know.
I'm gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn through the night. Why you're so salty?
Woo! Too much. Woo!
One more time.
Yeah, one more time. Today we're caking it up on my beautiful girlfriend because Corona changed us completely. We're like, we don't want to be normal. We want to be more like people on TikTok. Last time when we went out, I put this like awesome makeup on her because we were doing some commercial. And she goes out, she sends photos around and everyone's like, oh my God, you remember that? Everyone's like, that's why. I won't be doing natural stuff today. We'll experiment. When you're caking it up and you have such thick eyebrows, you really need to shape them. I see all these blonde girls, just covering them with pencil, gel, whatever. It doesn't work like this when they're that dark. You see this brow is slightly thicker. This one spooled more up. Like she always pulls it like this. This is her trick. Like do the trick. You can't shape both brows the same way. That's why I'll take this peak off. It's very unusual, but I'll make it like I'll pull it slightly more down like this, and it will balance it. Middle of the forehead. You see this all the time. I'll just explain you why I'm doing it slightly differently elsewhere. So you see girls doing this triangle here, like this is all right, because this is how you would draw the face, right? But now I go down here because Alexandra has a pointed chin, and this is how I'll make it more angled. If I give light to the face here, it looks more edgy. And also, because it's a pointed chin, I'm not going up here, like this will be all contoured. You'll see when I'm done, it will be heavy angles, a bit more, so that you see on the camera, you can blend them then later better. Going over the eyes as well, we applied cream on the eyes also, very oily cream, but we'll put so much powder over that nothing will slide off. Blend this a little bit, just that it doesn't have any rough edges apart from the nose. Like here can be a rough edge, and then here on the eyes, blend it out as well. Going under the brow, like on the brow, you really need to put it on the brows as well, because we'll be drawing them over. So I'm putting it in, and then here down, just blend it nicely. Did anyone say why I'm wearing the hat? Did I say why I'm wearing the hat?
No, you have not.
It's because she cut my hair last time and she made a really bad job. Corona, we couldn't find a hairdresser, so she was an apprentice.
Short hair in the front. Otherwise, it was perfect. So this is his new haircut.
While we're letting this to dry, I'll cover her spots with a green concealer, trying to match the tone of the skin, because then we'll go over here with a dark shade. This really needs to stick in, so it has to be something drying, dehydrating, you know. When you have skin like Alexandra, when you have spots here on the cheeks, it's quite hard to pull a nice contour here down. So this is what I'm trying to do. We'll leave this green stuff on to dry. Now it looks like she's sick, but this should totally work when we're going over with a foundation. But you really need to let this stick in the face, let it dry for like 5-10 minutes, and then go over. Classic contouring Alexandra is warm, like her skin's very oily.
Aww,
I mean
so
olive,
sweet.
not oily, olive.
I'm a warm olive.
Warm
What
person.
a kind words. Such a kind
That's
person.
why I'm using a brown contouring concealer, whatever this is. I could
How do
use...
you mean whatever this is? Is it a brown concealer or
No, I don't know what is it. I bought it Ben 9
something brown?
Media
Let's
Pro
put it on
SK free
face.
shadow wheel. It's a shadow wheel.
Ah,
Yeah.
interesting choice of words.
Making it dark here, and then we go over the cheeks later. You could as well play like here, put it darker, here darker as well. I'll blend this nicely. Well, we'll go over the cheeks later. So here down, making a circle. That should look like having a pointed nose. I'll blend it better later, definitely. You could do here in between as well. Whatever, this is it actually. I'll just blend it nicely now. Blend, blend, blend. When on the nose, you have to be quite careful actually, because this on top has to be a straight line. This, you can just blend it down. It's not a problem. Here, into the brow, up like this. Same on this part, because you see like what a bad job I did here. You have to blend it all nicely, down, 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 straight, and then into the brow. The nose here is slightly too thick, so I'm going in, because you thin it out here on this part. Nose goes like this, right? Make a circle here. I could use a more precise brush, but this will work definitely. Like I can correct it with my finger like this. And done. Now that this green here is dry, I'll go down just like this. Down towards her mouth. Slightly more up here, so because I don't want to go totally towards her mouth, because I would make her face even more pointed. Like this is where you make changes when you're contouring, you know. So I go more up, and same here, more up, and I'll blend this nicely. The thing is, you can't contour into the hairline, you can't contour into the ears, you know what I mean? Like how will you contour? Like what should I do now? Like paint her ear, right? And it's what girls sometimes do, sometimes don't. I always paint it slightly. Here you have to be careful as well, because you have these little hairs and the contours just don't stick. Same as here, yeah? You can't pull the contour into the hair. So that's why girls wear it with, you know, a bit like this or down, because it never looks bad on the camera when the light comes from above and you just cover it. It's all these lighting tricks that girls use, but in real life, that's never a good idea. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You know, when you're contouring that heavy, it always shows. I bought this awesome foundation for Alex. It's Jure Backstage. Last time. It's not expensive. I mean, not too much. It's not like...
He loved that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not expensive enough. It's quite easy. All you have to do now is tap it over. We let that concealer and everything stay on for quite some time, so it's all dried up, and it won't move that much. So we're just blending it. You're just tapping it, no tap and drag like you're used to in my videos. It's just tapping all over, because this is how we'll cover all the spots as well. The nose. On the cheeks, you're going over with more foundation. So I tapped it in my hand, and then first on the middle part, like tapping it up and down and up and down, just covering it, and then all around as well on the edges, and you'll see how it all blended up nicely. Not made yet, but you can, not finished yet, but you can already see the contour. Then you just need to go over with a bit of powder, which we'll do at the end, and it's done. This is just to give it a 3D look of his skin. That's why we're contouring like this as well, because when you're going over with a foundation, this darkness stayed under the skin and it looks like a natural shadow and not just something piled up on the face. So that's the main idea why we're contouring like this, because it looks more natural than if you would be just caking it up at the end. Now let's powder the face and just tap it over. Tap, tap, tap. Like this. Just that it all dries. And then we'll swirl it in. It's a very fluffy brush. You mustn't do this with a hard brush, because otherwise it will be a disaster. What are you doing?
I'm putting my socks on.
Show the socks.
Bring my socks.
Now nothing will move if you have a soft enough brush. But otherwise, if you would do like this here on the cheeks, where she has spots, it would be a really bad idea, because it would take all the foundation, everything that we did, it would just take off. At this stage, you do last corrections, because obviously there's some spots that you scratched, which Alexandra loves to do. It's her hobby. You just have to cover it. That was funny, right? Final touches, contouring it with a fan brush here. Like we did before, it's pretty much the same line, but brushing it in the hairline as well. Because this is a very soft brush, won't ruin the makeup. Just down, and then on the forehead as well, brushing it in. Bam, bam, bam. And why I like the fan brush as well is because of this. You can just do like this and you get a straight line. Like this. And it will be a well blended straight line. And then also on the angle, bam, 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 like this. I was thinking a lot about this kind of a makeup because it wasn't actually my thing. I mean, I'm more into technical teaching, like what I do on Udemy, that makeup course. But it's just fun, you know. On the other hand, it's really cool because you can play with shapes and you can do a lot of different looks, just changing the earrings, the hair, different shirt on, and you're a completely different person like this. So I'll be doing more of these on YouTube channel, whereas if you want to really learn how to do makeup for your exact facial features, go on Udemy. There's a link below. And write it down in the comments, because Alex and I were like, she asked me like, can I laugh with this kind of makeup when we go out? Like, can I be all bubbly and funny? And I'm like, I don't know. It in a way, it looks strange maybe because I'm not used to her this way, you know. So write it down in the comments below. What do you think? Should you know? Can you be yourself going out with this kind of a makeup, or you should put this resting bitch face?
I would flip my hair, but
boss.
I have it all pinned out.
Oh yeah. Boss lady face. Write it down in the comments, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Ciao.
Ciao.